Hey guys, this is Eric,
Tim.
and we are D&E Miniature and Board Games. So Tim, I kept looking at this game and looking at this game. You know I'm a Risk fanatic.
This is a happy day for you.
I mean, I've got the Lord of the Rings Risk, I've got Star Wars Risk, I've got Castle Risk, I've got Classic Risk, I've got the new Risk, I've even got Battlefield Risk.
And now, because the Star Wars franchise has got its final reboot.
Well, you know, I'm telling you, Walt Disney is making George Lucas look like an amateur. They have Star Wars everything.
Everything.
But I saw this game, and I kept looking at it, and I was actually going to get it after Christmas. And lo and behold, underneath the tree, Santa Claus brought
Santa
it.
Claus.
The new Star Wars Risk.
Boom.
And this isn't like your normal Risk, ladies and gentlemen. We have X-Wings, we have Y-Wings, we have TIE Fighters.
And the board is in the shape of a TIE fighter. Awesome.
Let's crack it open, man.
Plastic's off. I'm going to struggle with the box.
As usual.
What?
Now, I really haven't had a chance to look too much into this.
It's not standing.
But as usual, we have dice.
What do we need dice for? Oh.
That's Risk. But look at these little TIE Fighters, man.
Yeah, I saw that.
Now, you know, what does this remind you of? Family Guy? Yeah, the TIE Fighters,
Yeah.
yes. So we have the little teeny tiny TIE Fighters.
Yep.
And here is all the Rebels.
Now, I'm just gonna look in here because I saw some stuff from looking at the outside of the box and everything. There are some special characters in this, correct?
Now, if it plays like the other
Yeah.
Star Wars Risk and the Lord of the Rings Risk, you could play a semi. I would assume you can play like a classic Risk, or you can play like the Star Wars Risk. You could get Star Destroyers, fighters, and things like that, and they helped your attacks.
Right.
There was a Death Star floating around that would blow things up, you know. But I do, you know, the detail on these small fighters is pretty cool. Even the Y-Wings, they got them like banking.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, that's pretty cool.
But
Because I was about to say, oh crap, it looks like some of them are damaged, but they're not damaged at all.
but you know, typical Risk fashion. You got the small little instruction booklet.
Yep.
Rules. It does have a cardboard cutout for the Millennium Falcon, and it does have the Executor, the large Star Destroyer. You know, the command basically ship. And you're right, it is set up in a TIE Fighter
Yep.
thing. Now there are different variations to the game. Now, I know there's the battles in the center, but there's also, and I was reading this, that you have, because this takes place in the final battle of Return of the Jedi. So not only do you have your space battle going on with your X-Wings, your B-Wings, your Y-Wings, there's no A-Wings really strangely, but
Nope.
and your TIE Fighters, but while you're doing all that, you're also fighting over here on this side of the board with Luke, Darth Vader, and the Emperor.
Oh, wow.
And over on this side, you've got the battle for Endor going on, trying to get the shield generator down.
Okay, so I understand now.
That's why it's split up into
right,
three.
okay. I was wondering why it looked like there were three distinct boards.
And when I was looking at this, the only thing that was coming to mind while I was looking at this was the Queen's Gambit. the Star Wars game that I have right there. Queen's Gambit is set up the same way. This side of the board, it's the last battle of episode 1. This side of the board, you are fighting Naboo. Over here, you have Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan, and Darth Maul duking it out. And in the center, you got the Palace of Thieves. You've got
So
not
this
Palace of
is
Thieves, but you guys know what I mean, the Palace attack.
this is like this is Risk. You know, this is a constantly evolving game as you play.
Yes, because
on top of the fact that
you have to take down the shield generator.
right.
You know,
There's a lot going on.
You got Luke trying not to go to the dark side over here. I gotta say I like the way it looked. I mean, I like the way it looked from the bottom. I mean, I'm a gamer. Who wouldn't like little Y-wings?
And I think the reason why you're not seeing your A-wings is because most of these are space battles, and I think we're all accustomed to the A-wings they seem to be your cavalry.
But
type,
what I'd be interested in
ship.
is there's supposed to be, it's like a, now we've obviously got the TIE fighters are gray.
Yeah.
And we've got the gold for the Y-wings, the red for the X-wings, which I'm just kind of separating out because you know I'm like that. But they say they've got a 4-game variant in here, but with the TIE fighters that gives you like 5 different colors. Where Risk, you know, every color is a different faction.
Right.
So I'm wondering, you know, if you've only got a 4-player variant, are the TIE fighters, does somebody actually play the Imperials, or are they automated?
I would think the way it looks is that you would control all the TIE fighters. You would be the Empire, fighting the different factions in the Rebels.
I've really got to dig into these rules, figure out how this thing is running.
I was just kind of waiting for everything to happen here, man.
You know me, man. I get to tossing stuff.
It's a really cool little backdrop too. I like that.
Okay, so the board. All this stuff looks like everything punches out and then just kind of clips in when you need it. Oh, that was the other thing. You got the Rebel Alliance frigates that I think it said the Death Star can fire and destroy those.
Oh.
There was so much that I skimmed it. I skimmed the rules. Right. But that's one of the reasons you want to get the shield generator down so that you can get into the Death Star so it stops destroying your fleet. Because, you know, you got an Admiral Akbar going, "It's a trap! No, it's a trap! It's a trap!" I gotta get, "It's a trap!"
No.
That's so much. But, and you got your typical Risk cards now, but you got an Imperial deck and a Rebel deck. That's what it says right here, Imperial deck and Rebel deck.
Huh.
I mean,
well, I mean, do you want me to spew these things open and see if there's a physical difference to them?
You know,
because
wait a minute, we do have 4 different colors. Okay, because we just have the X-wings, the Y-wings, the B-wings, and the TIE fighters. Right. So there's your 4 factions.
And if you look at the card, back here, Eric, you can see that you've got a choice. It looks like you have a
which.
Oh no! Look, this is Imperial, red, and then lightning bolts, and then yours. Okay, and I bet you and
I wonder now
the Rebels
in Queen's Gambit, the way it played. You got your different sets of cards. I'm sorry, I took it out of your hands.
No. I was just going to see if you open it up, because that's what I was waiting to do.
In Queen's Gambit, it's card driven. You get like 4 or 5 cards in your hand, and both sides get different types of cards. And you get to choose, when you have your cards, you get to choose, well, my turn, I'm going to fight over here with Qui-Gon Jinn and try and kill Darth Maul. Because if I kill Darth Maul, I can run into and start taking out the droids.
Right, because it's solving one of the issues.
But the other player who's playing the droid army might decide, hey, you know what? I see a weakness with the Gungans, and I can get more cards if I wipe out a unit of Gungans. And that gives me more attempts. If I can wipe out a Gungan, well, I can still attack
and
over here with Darth
the more
Maul.
stuff I get, the better attacks I can get, and everything like that.
And I kind of wonder, if that's the way it kind of runs, because,
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. You can see the difference in the backs are blue and... Is it blue or is it green?
The look, yeah, because you got, lightsabers, Death Star...
And yeah, then there you go, right here.
TIE fighters.
For the Rebels, it's your X-Wings, your Y-Wing, your B-Wing. The Millennium Falcon.
Well, it is here. Right there. See? Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Now I'm even more anxious to dig into this.
Looks like this might be something we play in the coming days.
I believe so. You even got bonus orders. If Luke Skywalker is destroyed, the Empire player immediately draws 4 order cards off the top of the Empire deck and puts these cards, without looking or rearranging, at the bottom of the Empire order pile. If Darth Vader is destroyed, the Rebel player immediately draws 3 order cards. If both the Emperor and Darth Vader are destroyed, the Rebel player immediately draws 5 order cards. Winning. The Empire wins by destroying all Rebel ships, fighters, fleet, and the Millennium Falcon before the Death Star is destroyed. So the goal is destruction of the Death Star.
Which is why you have so many fracking TIE fighters.
Yeah. The Rebel Alliance wins the game by destroying the Death Star. After the shields are down, the Rebel player may use fighters and or Millennium Falcon to attack the Death Star. This attack must come from a sector adjacent to the Death Star. As long as one die rolled is a 6, the Death Star is destroyed and the Rebellion wins. That seems pretty simple.
Hey, it's almost as simple as hitting a, a 6-meter...
Womp rat. 3 meter.
3 meter.
2 meter.
It's something. But
while flying a T-17 back home.
The bottom line is that it's much easier in the game than it was in the actual movie.
Well, I don't know. Where's the dice?
Right here.
We got to roll 6, right? I didn't get the Death Star. I didn't get the Death Star. I got the Death Star! Aww. So anyways, folks, you got the X-Wings, Y-Wings, B-Wings, TIE Fighter. It looks like it's been well thought out. Let's hope that they play tested it well, because we all know some of these things look good. You dig into it, and it's either just really simplistic and stupid.
See an issue, yeah.
Or it's just really complicated and one-sided.
Now, I will say this, though. I don't know about you, but the way the board is made, if it were me, I would punch out my tokens and things that I absolutely had to have out, but I would leave the rest of the board intact. It just looks like it would be cleaner.
I don't know, because looking at it, the reason is while you destroy these capital ships, they're supposed to come off like a puzzle piece.
Right. Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I would definitely pop them out, but as far as the game board here and the game board here, all this is still connected. I don't see any reason to pop that out.
I don't know. We'll try it either way. Your game, though, aren't you?
It's Star Wars. I mean, we just went and saw the new one. I don't know if anybody is out there seen it, but
you don't know if anybody's seen it?
I don't know. Not many people know about Star Wars.
Have you seen how much it's grossed in the first?
I mean,
it's Star Wars. I know.
Like $1 billion, really? Come on, guys.
For Star Wars.
But I mean, not to give away any spoilers and stuff, but Captain Kirk is the new Emperor, and Doctor Who is your Jedi Master, and then Dumbledore dies at the end.
Your joke never seems to get old, does it?
It is fairly funny over and over again because people get violent when you say that, I don't want to ruin anything for you about the new Star Wars, and they already want to start, yelling at you.
Hey, I'm telling you, all I wanted to do when we were walking out of the theater and all those people were in line, like
oh yeah,
10 deep, I wanted to get, as we got by the door, I wanted to turn around and go, R2-D2 gets destroyed! and run for the car,
yeah, just take off.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, maybe it is, maybe it isn't true, but
Yeah, fact of the matter is, though, is that you're right. Disney is doing a phenomenal job at marketing Star Wars.
Phenomenal?
Phenomenal.
Most toy stores have, like, 2 whole aisles of Star Wars stuff.
Look, if you're under the age of 18, shut this video off now, but there's some adult stores that have Star Wars marketed products in them.
There's always been adult stores. Princess Leia's Slave Girl has been one of the most sold
That's
attire.
not what I'm talking about. Oh man.
But anyways, guys, we're going to cut out on this. As always, support your local gaming.
We game at Treefort Games in Fayetteville, Georgia.
Got a phenomenal deal going on in Fantasy Flight Games right now.
Big sale.
Big sale, 50% off list prices. Get down there. We will be down there once or twice every weekend. Don's down there once or twice, 3, 4, half a dozen times in the 4 days they're open.
I have no problem signing autographs.
Can hear a pin drop with that one, couldn't you, folks? As always, game on.
Game on, folks.